Howdy, y'all. We're going a little back in time with this video. This was pretty much shot last spring. And yeah, we're finally building the deck here. And we're going to make this a two-part video. This one's going to go up all the framing and whatnot. I didn't want to do the decking, the surface and the shelter above, because then it would have ran pretty long. So we'll get this one about 15 minutes long to finish this part up. But yeah, just trying to put the main base down here. I broke out the water level from when I did the house leveling years ago. And yeah, we're just putting it up there and cutting some 4x4 posts. And we're kind of have it at the level of the bottom of where the top of the deck is going to be, just below the door. And so yeah, so this has to be leveled off where the bottom of the 2x4 cross brace goes, or 2x4, excuse me, 2x8s, I believe, possibly even 2x10s. We'll see when I get it up there. But yeah, just posting these all into place. Luckily, I didn't have to move the little deck that the dogs are utilizing for a little bit. I was able to get the 4x4 post under there and set. We'll see, still had enough room in there, but that water level, it wasn't working too well. It had a leak on it, so in the end, I ended up getting the laser level out, is what I'm marking off with here, and we got enough overhead cloud cover to where the laser beam was able to see where it needed to go on the post there. And I think I had to lower, you can see that I cut that first one off a little bit lower, so I think I needed to lower the whole deck surface a little bit. So we worked on that, and now we're just putting some brackets in, so when I bring in the 2x8 or 10 bracing, it worked pretty well there. And we're just going to level it out here with the laser level, trying to square it up a bit and putting some screws in there to hold them together, but in the end you want to put some nails on that. But for now, we'll just talk about the fun leveling it. I got the laser up here just to see if this is all level. You can kind of just barely see the green on the corner here, or in the middle, and then you can barely see it. It's faded, but it's just right about the same level there. And as we come up here, it's like right here. So yeah, this thing's pretty level. Doesn't have to be dead on, but I think it's pretty dang close. So passable by my standards. And since it's all leveled and gonna be sitting in where it needs to be staying, we decided to nail it into place so it doesn't move, or doesn't move much. I have to put some bracing in laterally. This one, it was not the best at cutting, so just took the little pole saw and leveled it out. And now it's time to almost get rid of the old janky deck. Wanted to leave a little bit of room for the dogs to come in and out while we can, so just need a little bit to get that beam there. All right, so I'm trying to get these two lined up, the end-to-ends meeting here. So I just went, in the middle of this one here. It's like 6 feet and a quarter inch, because it's 12 feet and a half inch long on each one of these. So I just, went off of this laser here onto this marker, and it's matching up right there. And I just put a thing here so I could see the laser, and it's about a 3/4 of an inch into that one, and 3/4 of an inch over here. So it's pretty square this way. So I think that's pretty good. I'll set it up on the ends and see if they look similar, but I think it should be good to go. Yeah, I think that did pretty good, because I have it on the very end here, and you can see just a little bit of green on the very corner there. So that's good. And if you look down along here, you can see the green about just less than a 1/2 inch in there. We got about a 1/2 inch here. So if I move it just a little bit off of that, it's almost to the other side of this. So it's right there. So yeah, I think that's pretty squared up. And I mean, that just going there was just, a hair off. And if I go this way, just being a 1/4 inch in on there, takes it completely off the cobalt thing down there. So yeah, it's pretty good. All right, so now that we have it pretty well squared up, we can get and this one was leveled, we can now anchor it into place. And yeah, now we're doing some cross beam. I think I do end up redoing these off camera, but these beams, I was doing the wrong way for the bracing, because you want to have the beams, or the, those cross bracings on the lower end in the middle, and then up near the top on the outer end, because that will hold the outer bases, from rocking back and forth left or right. And I put one from this direction, and then on the inside of the 4x4, the other direction, to kind of hold that in place. And then you can see how I was talking about not wanting just to put screws in these beams. I went through and used a nail gun to put a whole bunch in there, more than I needed. But now it's time for the dogs to hang out on the inside while I get the decking up. So you can see the supervisors are sticking their heads out the door, wondering when I'm going to get this part done for them to be able to come back out. But yeah, just brought the cross beams over here. I think I do 2x6s here. Was crowning them, and then since I have only got 2 arms, I used these little brackets there to hold up the end cap pieces. And I think I went 16 on center, so just marking where they need to be, and using one nail on each one just so I know where it's going to be. And once I get those done, then I can kind of level it up and down, put more, and then fill in the gaps. Didn't bring all the boards out I needed, because I think I may have thought about going 24 on center, but then decided to go 16 on center. Might have been what happened, or not. But yeah, try to go, when you have 2x6, go with at least 3 nails per board. Then kind of pulled it back as far as I could before it fell off, so I can do the same on this one end and have enough room to work on it without being too uncomfortable. Yeah, it's nice to get these all done and marked off where they need to be and nailed in. And after we get those done, we can kind of square it up to itself, but we will talk about that in a second. But I decided to jack it up and put some weather stripping on here, even though this will be covered for the most part. But essentially, since I didn't have pressure treated boards, this helps. All right, the fun part, squaring it up. Originally, if it was free floating in the middle of nowhere, I'd want to square it up to have like 24 inches on each side of these beams here. But since we're floating next to the house here, I want to have it 10 inches off of the house. So we're about there on this side, and I have it there. And what I did was anchored it here, one spot on each side, just to keep it close to the house, which I just showed you. And it came pretty close to being 24. Looks like we're about an inch. So 25 on this side, and then maybe 23 on this side. Close enough, especially since we're going to have a 4x4 post on each corner and in the middle for the roof. And so now we'll see if I'm lucky enough to be square this way and adjust if necessary. Just squaring it up from one corner to the other, and didn't have to bump it too much to get it proper. And we'll show you a couple pictures of here, how close we had it. It wasn't dead on, but we have about 175 on the nose here. And I think we had just a tad over, maybe a 16th over 175, so close enough. And so since we had that all in place, we put these little hurricane tied straps down, or whatever you want to call those. And on the outer ends, we strengthen it up with some more strapping. And I forget the name of those offhand right now, but you know what I'm talking about. Those little hangers, joist hangers. There we go. That's what I was looking for. And then since it was about 10 inches off the wall there, we're just building a little end piece here where I just had some cutoffs to fill in the gap. It's not going to be as sturdy as the rest because they're just nailed on at the end there. I don't think I put joist hangers on these because, it's literally just a 10-inch span. So, and I don't think you're going to be like walking on that 10-inch gap. So maybe some storage for chairs or whatever there, but most of your weight's not going to be on that. So not too worried about it. And then on the outer ends here, we're putting 4x4s on the outer ends. And it's not so much to hold the deck up. It's going to be for holding up a roof that I'm going to put over this thing. And since it's a free-floating deck, I can't really have it attached to the house per se. So we're going to cement some posts down here and then put them up against. I did put this one in the proper spot. I'm cutting a little notch out for the 2x6 to, so it kind of is integrated into the framing altogether, and then we'll screw it in there. But on the outer ones, I put them on the outside of the 2x6. If I had to do it again, I'd put them on the inside and cut the decking around it. It makes it more stable. But I think reason I did that because the very first post I put in on the corner near the front door there, I think I just put it on the outside for some odd reason. So kind of just had to follow that pattern. And in the end, like I said, it's not really for structural support of the deck per se because of the two giant 2x8 or 10 beams I have running parallel with it, or perpendicular. That's going to hold most of the support, so, or weight. So anyway, here we just had the laser level used to figure out where I need to cut these sides off. It's only able to get the circular saw on one end because of the roof of the house was in the way, so we break out the old Japanese pole saw and manually cut the other three. So a little bit taller on one end and shorter on the other, so we have a place for water to run off. I think these are 2 or 4x4s by 8s, and so I think there's a 6-inch gap. So I think my deck is about 12 inches wide, and so it's nice to have a little overhang on the outsides, a foot and a half, 2 or so. I think it's maybe just over 12 feet. I use 12-foot boards, but then you have like 2x4 width each side, so just a little bit longer than 12 feet, I believe. Anyway, this is the rough ending for the decking. We just have this one to start, but I'll make another one where I actually finish the decking part and the roofing. So hope y'all enjoyed so far, and stick along for the rest of this build. So we're just do 2 parts. Right. There y'all. Bye-bye.